Good evening, YouTube. Good evening. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to all of my subscribers. This is Bridget from Bridget and Justin Starting From Scratch. Hello. I hope everybody had a good day. A really good Sunday. I like Sundays. You know how like sometimes when it's a Sunday and it really feels like a Sunday? I think today was one of those days. I did some reflection, a little bit of work around the house and stuff like that. So I hope everyone's day went well. Sending lots of love. So today I was thinking of talking kind of about like, so let's say if you are trying to become maybe a new mommy vlogger, or you can be a guy, and just like a new content creator just in general. As you know, if you're new to my channel or not, I'm a new content creator. I've actually only been doing this a month, and I've been steady at it, meaning like it's been a month and a few days, right? And I post something every day, but there have been a few days where I'm just uploading due to actually not even me being fatigued or like something like that. Phone issues. Had some phone issues. So I was like, okay, well, let me think outside of the box here, and okay, let me upload some shorts. You know what I mean? I didn't have enough memory space on my phone to make any long vlogs, but I was able to make some short ones and put some short ones that I already had on my phone up, so that was good. So my journey, my new journey in this content creation has been pretty good to me. And like when I say pretty good to me, it really doesn't have anything to do with the outside world and how many subscribers I've gained and like how much feedback I'm getting and stuff like that. Not with this, in this particular area that I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is it's been good to me is I talk a lot about like mental health on this channel and stuff. And what content creation has done for me is it's allowed me to step out of my own way and give me some space for myself as a full-time mom to a child who has special needs. It's given me my own little space for myself and for me to just create, you know. Obviously this is just me speaking from myself, like from my heart, from my mind, right? With nothing extra. So for me, it's been therapeutic, like a therapeutic experience. But here's what I wanted to say about that. So if you're thinking about being like a new content creator and stuff like that, and you have like maybe depression or seasonal depression, because that's what's kind of going on with a lot of people right now, is this seasonal time change and stuff like that. You know, we're getting the extra hour of sleep, but it's like, you know, it's very dark very soon. My son's next to the door. Hi, Tootie. Hi, Nene. I go back and forth with my son, excuse me guys, because he's watching YouTube as well, so I can't have him in here while I'm doing like a longer video, like not like a long content creation video, and him be watching the same thing, because it's a conflict of interest. So I'm like, you know, he has his little iPad on, he's like usually like in the other room. He was in the other room just now, and I just hear him like come outside of the door. But I was asking him to come in here before I even started the video, so that, you know, he can come in for a little bit, and I can try to do like a short with him or something like that, so that I can put some music over what it is that he's watching. I learned that I can do that. But now it's like I'm already like minutes into my video, so I'll wait a little while if he wants to get on here. My son, by the way, does not really like being on the camera, but he gets excited when I'm gonna do it. Like, I think he might be coming around to the idea. It's funny. But anyways, what I was saying is that right now is the time where people get seasonal depression. And I think definitely I'm going through something like that right now. My son, what he's going through is like a surprise of every time he takes a nap and wakes up, he looks out the window and it's dark, or it's getting dark. And I'm like, Justin, it's, you know, it's the season change, and, you know, I'm kind of going through my own stuff right now. Like, I don't have a car I have a car, but I'm not driving right now either. So it's like we're a little bit more confined right now in the house than usually. So, you know, he's kind of like, I feel bad. I feel a little bit bad, because I'm like, after it gets dark, nobody's going anywhere. And it gets dark so fast. It's like, so anyway, I wanted to go through some little tips and stuff like that can, you know, possibly help you guys. So yeah, he's not going through the depression. He's just going through the surprise. You know, he's a toddler. He's like, oh, it's already dark, you know. And again, you know, where we live, you know, and even if like we live somewhere else, I'm like, what's there? There's nothing to do too much after it gets dark with a baby or like a toddler, unless like you're indoors somewhere. But so for me, I drink a lot of different kinds of teas. Today I'm drinking some soda. I like cherry Pepsi, and I always get it confused sometimes. I like cherry Pepsi. I don't drink like too much of it because it'll bother my anxiety, the caffeine. But so anyways, if you guys are into like any kind of teas, that will help. Like chamomile tea. I have chamomile, I have chamomile lavender honey. Now, you can buy the box tea. Then they have, you know, they have the box tea with the little square packets, which some brands are good. Then they have something that I like is like, do you know like the little satchels? Like even the Lipton's with the satchels, it looks like a little diamond. And they have the tea like in the satchels. It has a better aroma to me, and they're so much stronger to me. I love those so much. And they have like different brands, like even like echinacea, something to help with like your immune system and stuff like that. Excuse me. And then they have like, if you go to like a Whole Foods store or like a health food store or something like that, they really do just have like the raw tea, like raw tea in the, you know, in the plastic things, and you can just scoop some out of it and, you know, bring home the loose leaf tea. It would be called loose leaf tea, and you put it in like a little silver thing, and you make your own tea to your own likings, like however strong or, you know, whatever you would like it. one, well, I'll say my two, I'll say a few of my top favorite teas for this time of year. One, and honestly, all year long, but it really helps with anxiety to me, and it really like does, like, you know, like a herb. So number one is yarrow tea. So it's a flower. Yarrow is a flower, and it's so good for you. Like, so I was fortunate enough to meet this lady when I was in the business of caretaking, and she was like 103. You guys, she was like 103 years old. And I love talking to older people. Love older people. And I was like, wow. I was like, tell me something that you used to do when you were younger. And she told me this story about how her mom taught her kids to go out in the fields and pick yarrow flowers, and dandelions, and all kinds of like little specific flowers and herbs and stuff. And she's like, ever since I was younger, she's like, I used to drink yarrow tea. And I was like, wow, that is so beautiful. And she was telling me like the health benefits. This was many years ago, many years ago. She told me this story. So I was on the hunt for that for a while until I actually found it. And I will find it here and there. When I do find it, I end up getting like a lot of it. I will get the loose leaf yarrow tea, the flowers, and I'll just keep it, you know, and I'll make my loose leaf tea, and I'll put some honey in there and stuff like that. And just the smell and the aroma is so calming and soothing. And you know you're putting something good in your body. It helps your nervous system. You know what I mean? Because people with anxiety, especially if you suffer from anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder, stuff like that, are like this, like it's a name for it. It was at the tip of my tongue. Oh, but it's our nervous system. It'll calm out. We need things to calm our nervous system, right? So teas help me a lot. And again, I really shouldn't be drinking soda, but it's okay, but I do feel the difference when I drink a cup of soda. But it's only a can. A can is equivalent to a cup, so, you know, I like the fizz every now and then. So that's a good tea, yarrow. Another good tea is obviously chamomile. You can do anything with chamomile. You can get plain chamomile tea, and you can mix it with some nice fresh lemon. You can mix it with some nice fresh honey. If you're getting honey, you want to stick with usually the raw honey, raw organic, or you want to get, if you have the chance to source your honey locally, you want to get the honey that's locally around your neighborhood and where you live. Because local honey, when you ingest that, that's helping you with the local pollens and pollutants in your area specifically. So it helps you really like fight off things in your area, you know. So if you ever have the chance to buy local to next to where you live, that's the first best. And then the next thing after that would be raw organic honey. I would go for that next. That's what I'm using right now. There's plenty good ones. Right now I have Nate's. Nates, Nates, raw honey, raw organic honey. I like it. It's really, really good. I use it as a sweetener. Even like anything, like my oatmeal and stuff like that. Usually anything I want sweet, I'll just use honey. So that's a great tea, alone or by itself. And now they have like chamomile mixed, like I said, with lavender, you know, and they have them mixed with things. But if you just have it even by itself, just use the lemon, just use the honey, or by itself. One thing about tea that you want to do though is when you make a cup of tea, you want to make sure that you put like a little plate over it or something like that, for like 10 minutes or so, like, and let it steep. When your tea steeps, that's when all of the goodness comes out of the tea. That's how you know, that's how all of the goodness and the ingredients is, you know, come out. So you just gotta steep it. You gotta I put like a little plate, a little tea cup plate over my cup, and I let it steep. Sometimes I let it steep even way longer than 10 minutes and stuff like that, and then I'll just reheat it so that I can get all of the nutrients and all of the benefits that I'm looking for. There's such a good tea, and it's called what is it? Well, right now I have like a lemon balm tea. It's really, really good. Lemon balm. It's lemon, but it's a night kind. It's the kind from Night. And if you drink that even just during the afternoon, it's not gonna make you like super tired or anything like that. It's just gonna like put you at ease, like calm you. And they have the lemon balm with valerian root in it right now. So valerian root is a herb that's actually like it's good for anxiety. Like it calms you, it calms your nervous system. So if you can get right now, by the Nighttime brand, the lemon balm with honey, the chamomile lemon balm with honey, or the chamomile with valerian root tea, that will be good even for the afternoon. Like I said, if you just want to like relax and you want to chill, or you want to make your YouTube vlog or something like that, you know, like these are just like some ways that what I'm saying to you guys is like just some ways to kind of get over some kind of like seasonal depression. If you're a new content creator, how to kind of like different ways you can kind of like take care of your mental health and stuff like that, you know. There's lots of different teas out there though. There's I don't know if you guys are into oils, like plant-based oils. If you use like a lavender oil, like a roll-on. Yes, baby love. If you use like a lavender roll-on, or like I like certain kinds of oils, but I also get what's cost efficient at the time. It does the job for me at the time, because really all you really do is put a little bit of the oil like in the palm. I put a little bit of oil in the palm of my hands. I put a little fraction coconut, but what I do is I mix it in a spray bottle. But if like you want, you just put a little bit of the oil in the palm of your hands. You put a little fraction coconut oil, a little water, you rub it like this, and you go. And you breathe it in. So if you guys are into the oils, there's so many brands that if I start naming them, you know, like I like doTERRA. doTERRA is on the more costly side, and I don't have any more doTERRA right now, but first chance I get, I'm gonna get some. There's, you know, Young Living. There are so many brands. I like Young Living too. There's so many brands of oils, like, you know, that it would just be up to like you to figure out what works. There's eucalyptus, and that'll give you a natural boost. Even in your shower, you can go and get some natural eucalyptus, and you can just hang it around your shower head. And so when you're taking a shower, the steam and stuff like that, like you're breathing it in, because you know if you have anxiety or depression and stuff like that, the rule of thumb, one of the first things is we have to pay attention to our breathing patterns. Like, if you know, you know. You know, like, you have to pay attention to your breathing patterns. So if you get like a eucalyptus vine and stuff like that, and you're just taking a shower and you just let the steam get in there for a minute and stuff like that, you will feel really good. Like, you will like breathe it in, breathe it out. That alone is like so refreshing. So refreshing. I don't have one right now, but I have had one in the past, and it was so refreshing, and I'll be getting one as soon as I can. Like I said, I haven't had transportation in a while, so things have been like a lot more difficult for me to like get around and stuff like that with my son, like, you know. So but when I get a chance, I'm gonna get one of those, and I'm gonna restock on some things, and I will take you guys with me actually when I go to the store and I get some like new teas. I have some here, but when I get some, like when I restock them, I will take you guys with me. And also when I get some more oils. Right now, the oils that I'm working with right now, I had brought them on here before, and I did a video with a couple of oils, but I think I was doing some kind of a review. I was doing a review on some other things, but right now I have the citrus, like a citrus blend oil, and I just got it from Target. It was very cost efficient, and it's like it's called like cheerful or something, like, yeah, it's called like Cheerful. My son loves it. I love it. I take some, I put it, because it's like a little bottle, and you just take the plastic piece off. I just dab a little bit on my hands. I put a little bit of coconut oil that I have, and I mix it, and I'll just like go in my shoulders or in my neck, and just like, you know, just give myself like a little massage and stuff like that. And then I go like this and stuff like that, and it gives me a pick-me-up. That one, the citrus one, like, it'll give you like an afternoon lift. Let's say you're gonna do a vlog or something like that, and you're just feeling really down, you're feeling really unmotivated and stuff like that. It's good to just grab one of those oils and just, you know, maybe like a cup of tea, or even like your favorite beverage is cool, like, you know what I mean, and just put yourself in your little safe place. Because one thing about anxiety, depression, post-traumatic stress disorder is it can start to act up around this time of year. I chuckle just because I know, like, I'm like, I can't stand that when it gets dark fast. It makes me just feel like we're like everything, like we're in the house longer, like I'm being less productive. I don't like it, but I do love fall. I love the fall. I love looking at the winter stuff. I love the cozy. I love the movies. I love the coziness of it all. But you know what? I think I'm gonna feel better once I get my car, because when I get my car back on the road, like, I'll feel so much better, because like me and the baby will be able to get out, do things what we want to do when we want to do them, and then when we come back, at least we had a good balance to our day. So yeah, guys, I'm kind of going like through it a little bit myself. So I figured I'd jump on here and just give you guys a couple of little tips. So I'm working with the citrus, like I said. I'm working with right now the lavender oil, and it's the same. It's from Target again. It's very, if I would have known I was going to talk about those oils, I would have just brought them in here, but I don't want to stop the video. I'm just telling you, you can pick them up at Target, like the inexpensive kind. You can pick them up at any store, like, you know, I think, I want to say maybe, I don't know if CVS would have them, but I would go to like a Walmart or a Target or something like that if you just want to get like an over-the-shelf one. So I'm working with that, the eucalyptus oil I have, that helps me a lot. My son likes it a lot. I do the same thing, like when I need to feel like I need to just like take a breath and take a breather, I'll just put some in my hands, rub it together and breathe it in, you know what I'm saying? Have a glass of water or a cup of tea and stuff like that, and kind of reset and stuff like that. Right now I also just have plain basic lavender, but lavender is good no matter what. Like, I know it can be a little bit strong sometimes, depending on what brand you get and stuff like that, but just use a little bit, you know what I mean, if you want. And if you keep just smelling it and stuff like that, it really does soothe you, it really does calm you. I can go out of the box if you guys want, and I can go way farther into names of oils and names of teas, but I just wanted to give you a little snippet of just some things that you guys can do if you want to be a new content creator, if you are, because one thing is about it is that just let alone even a 9-to-5 job or whatever the case can be really stressful, can be really nerve-wracking. And so when you're a content creator, and especially a new one, you can get anxiety, you can get overwhelmed, you can feel so many feelings, you can look at everybody else and get in your own feelings about, you know, your channel or where it's going, where it's heading, if people actually like it, if people are into it, stuff like that. So really what you want to do is make sure that if you're going to make a channel or not, that you keep your mental health in check, you know what I'm saying, so that you're able to do it longevity, and you're able to just, you know, make your videos on what you want, however long you want, and be comfortable while doing it. And as you keep going along, you'll learn what works for you, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, and that's why I said my first month was good to me, and it didn't matter what was going on the outside, as far as like the likes, the subscriptions, the people watching, the views. Like, I'm talking about like me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I wasn't okay, I wouldn't be able to have done it, you know, in that month, daily, the way that I was. Don't get me wrong, it did feel like a little bit of pressure, because I don't know how all of this works still in yet. Like, you know what I'm saying? I watch videos and I, you know, I'm still learning, obviously. I'm still learning. But I just wanted to make sure that I didn't have like a whole anxiety attack about it and like talk myself out of doing a video. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very easy to be like, not today, I don't feel like it. And once I start getting on that kick, that can become like a whole little snowball effect. So those are some of the things that I do though, is like I'll have like my tea in the afternoon, like a nice relaxed and calming tea. I'll go for a walk, you know, with the baby and stuff like that in the afternoon. Sometimes I would do like a couple of stretches, a little workout, you know. Like, obviously this isn't right before I do my vlog. This is like a couple of hours before. Well, it depends on what time I do my vlog. Like right now it's nighttime, so I didn't do this today, you know what I mean? Today I I didn't do anything. I didn't need to do anything today. Like, I got some good sleep. And that's another thing. You got to get your good sleep in. Because if you don't get your good sleep, I always say when you rest, you heal. And if you don't get your good sleep in, you can be more agitated. You're more ample to get anxiety and get anxious. You know, we're all human. You know what I'm saying? I promise you, and trust me, we all think differently and move differently, have different careers, have different life choices, lifestyles. But I always say that one thing is that we're all the human race, right? Like, we're not that different. Like, we're different, but we're not that different. You know, so I'm just talking to the people, you know, who can identify with what I'm saying a little bit and stuff. Is, you know, taking care of your mental health while you're creating some things that you can do beforehand so that you can get up here and be your best self. And, you know, try not to feel nervous and stuff like that. Get your sleep, get your rest, take a walk, you know, or if you go to the gym, whatever the case may be, do your little exercise, because we all know when you walk and when you exercise, that's when I sleep the best. I sleep like a baby. When I get my exercise in, I sleep so good. When I don't get my exercise in, I don't sleep that great. Sometimes I don't sleep that great. And yeah, it gets dark so early and it's like, bummer, like, you know. So yeah, I would say essential oils is the way to go. I would say herbal teas is the way to go. I would say let's get into like our baths and stuff, or our showers with, you know, the eucalyptus plant, like in the shower, and let the steam come in and stuff like that. Yeah, so those are some tips to help you with your mental health if you are thinking of starting your own channel. Yeah, and even if you're not, those are just some tips on how to like help yourself, especially during this season of that we're in right now, where when it, you know, the change in season, where a lot of people get that depression with the change of season. So I hope you guys like this little video and these little tips, okay? If you liked my video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel. There's lots more to come. Yeah, and have a great Sunday. Good night, guys.